In this example, we're going to be using a two-way table. We're told that at a car yard, 24 cars are tested for fuel economy. 18 of the cars run on petrol, 8 run on gas, and 3 cars run on both petrol and gas. To begin, we want to illustrate the situation using a two-way table. So to do that, we're going to have 2 rows and 2 columns. So our rows will be petrol and not petrol. And then our columns will be gas and not gas. So the number of cars that run on both petrol and gas is 3. Now that's the only number we can fill in directly. To get the other 3 numbers, what we need to do is we also need to add a column for total and also a row for total. So the question tells us that 18 of the cars run on petrol. That means that the total number of cars that run on petrol over here is 18. Now we can use that information and the fact that 3 run on petrol and gas to conclude that 15 run on petrol but not gas, since 18 minus 3 is 15. We're also told that 8 cars run on gas, so we can fill in 8 down here as the total number of cars that run on gas. Now we can work out how many cars run on gas but not petrol, which will be 5, since 8 minus 3 is 5. Now to get this last number, what we need to do is use the total. So total of 24 cars were tested. So that means the total number of cars that didn't use petrol was 6, since 24 minus 18 is 6. This means that the number of cars that don't use petrol or gas must be 1. And finally, let's also fill out this number here for completeness. 24 minus 8 is 16. So this is our two-way table for the situation. The second part of the question asks us, how many of the cars do not run on gas? Well, the number of cars that don't run on gas will be 16, which we can just read off the total for not gas. The second question asks us, how many run on neither petrol nor gas? And again, we can just read that off the table. So not petrol and not gas will be 1. Now let's find the probability that a randomly selected car runs on gas. So we write the probability of gas. Well, there are 8 cars that use gas, which we get from the total here, divided by the total number of cars tested, which was 24. So 8 over 24 is the same as 1 over 3. The second part of the question asks us to find the probability that the car only uses gas. That is, it doesn't also use petrol. So looking at our table, we see that 5 use gas and not petrol. So the probability will be 5 over 24. And third, we want to find the probability that a randomly selected car runs on gas or petrol. So we can see that of the 24 cars, 15 run on petrol only, 5 run on gas only, and 3 run on gas and petrol. So the probability will be 15 plus 5 plus 3 all over 24, which of course is 23 over 24.